Well, cleanup resumes across the Chicago area this morning after severe storms left behind a lot of damage.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, Joni showed us some really dramatic video of a tree that basically cut a house in half. She's in Riverside with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning, and now we're next door where there is a lot of other tree damage across the lawn. You saw that some of the big oak trees that are in Riverside that provide so much atmosphere and shade have now become part of the storm damage, just littering this lawn, and a lot of the lawns look that way. In fact, the tree lawns are covered with tree limbs now that the city's going to have to take away. This is the back of that house that I showed you at 5:30. You thought that the damage that sliced the house in half was pretty bad. In the back, it appears that they have some pretty bad damage here. I don't know if this is the same tree or a second tree that has come down and crashed into their driveway in the back of their house, narrowly missing their air conditioning unit, which is good, and they still have power here, but of course they can't live in this area. Power is out to a lot of the houses here because of tree damage just like this. And if it's going to be 100 degrees today, this is a really bad day not to have power. Fire department, they were out yesterday all over Riverside and Berwyn. Those old trees turned into hazards, shrubbery now that has to be taken away, dropped on cars and on lawns, and as we told you before, on top of the houses as well. So the fire department was out. They were cutting those tree limbs to remove them from the roads so that people could pass by. Neighbors dragged some of those leafy trees to the side of the road. As I said, power is an issue on some of those streets, so the traffic lights are blinking on major streets like Harlem and Ogden Avenue. We're back out in front of the house that we showed you earlier. It's just amazing because the homeowner had told Fox 32 News last night that he was in this room where this bay window was, where the tree crashed down. He was in it just minutes before that storm hit. He heard the winds, he heard the warning, and he moved to the other side of the house and was not hurt. And fortunately, his kids weren't hurt either because they weren't here at the time, but when they came home, what a surprise they had. They're not here right now, of course. No one could be in this house, and a lot of other houses are like that in the western suburbs. Reporting live, I'm Joni Lum. Now back to you.